Hey guys, we're just going to do a quick recording here of some match analysis I did on stream, but my mic was muted for about half of it. By accident, stream is a blow up. So, hope you enjoyed. This is going to be Daigo versus Kiske playing Cody. So, let's take a look at what's happening. Getting right into it. So I'm not as familiar with the Guile Cody matchup, but pretty much Guile doesn't want Cody on him, and we're gonna see pretty much Kiske doing his best to stay on top of him. Doing everything. The sway is gonna actually play a big part here in dodging some of these sonic booms that Daigo tries to use to keep the space in this mid range. But I love Daigo setting up this fireball here. Gives him a lot of space pushing back to mid screen. You really have to find these opportunities like this when you're going up against somebody like Cody that can have very good corner push every day, hit an EX zonk. But activation point here, very good. I think he could have done one more swing at the end to kill, but Daigo given a chance here to kind of come back. Doesn't spend it, wasn't going to kill. I agree with that, but doesn't really have much left in the tank here to make a big comeback. But one more touch. Oh, didn't try to chip out there. He went for the burn straight instead, which is a little bit of a mistake. I think slight walk forward, pushing medium punch. Looking a little bit more rather than giving up some pressure. Would be a better option. Nice jump in, push into the corner. Yeah, and Daigo kind of afraid from that EX fireball. Like he doesn't want to deal with it. The plus frames Cody gets on it. Kind of scary. So he tried to jump it the first time, got anti-aired. Yeah, and again, like, he just doesn't want to deal with the plus frames. But I think after the second one, he's learned that Kiske is gonna keep going for it. All right. Kiske doing a really good job of standing like under the timer, making it difficult for Daigo to jump out here. But Daigo is a man that's, if there's a will, there's a way, and he's kind of breaking in here. So on this +3 situation here, right? So like Cody's in your face, right? We'll go forward a couple of frames, right? Cody's in your face. And so Cody's here and he can grab you. So your options are you can try to backdash. You can try to backdash. You can try to jump forward. You can try to neutral jump. Or you can try to back jump. But if he pushes a button, it beats all of these. The only time this works is if he's looking for you to flash kick or he's trying to throw you. If none of those are happening, then you can't. Like, if he's not trying to look, then you can't backdash or jump out. But Daigo, kind of known for his reversals, kind of jumps out. And even the trade there was pretty good for Kiske. I don't know what's happening with the graphical glitch. There we go. But, Daigo basically walks from one corner to the other, and then this time he gets thrown, right? Because of the mix-up, right? Because Daigo's like, okay, last time I jumped out, and it worked, and this time I'm going to stay still. But big crush here around start. Too far away to get the full combo, but sway to keep the pressure going.
Yeah.
I really like this knockdown for Cody too. I like it better than having V skill 1, like doing forward roundhouse into punch.
Yeah.
Dash forward, like it's super meaty there. Oh my goodness, the sway got caught. All right. Target combo to activation. It's pretty normal. A lot of plus frames. Daigo just blocking out. Doing a good job of alternating crouch and stand block just to build some space. Getting hit with that rock there was a little bit weird. But kind of look at how Daigo's standing in this matchup. Like, he's much closer to Cody now than he was previously. A lot of the other times he's trying to build space, and here he's kind of wants to make sure Cody doesn't toss rock without getting punished, but apparently not doing anything. Nice jump air throw. Daigo does this a couple of times in a couple of situations. His jump air throw game is on another level. We'll go a little back. Rock comes out. right? And so in Daigo's, and like most Guile's play brains, it's just like, okay, I walk forward a little bit, and then I do crouch fears, right? The big upper hits up here, right? Stop Cody from jumping. Or they go for whoops. They go for stand medium kick, right? And it hits something like that. Daigo's big thought here is, let me jump forward, instant air throw, which gives him better Oki. Like, it gives him better options. That was a really, really good, not quite whiff punish from Kiske. It was kind of like he expected something to happen there, right? Like just anything to happen. You got crouch. Then classic Umi flash. Gonna do a good job there. So Daigo making some really good adjustments here, where he's not he's doing a much better job of playing his pace versus Kiske. Goodness, that was a reaction, the EX, but pretty much just the entire staccato pace of Daigo's fireball game plan really makes it hard to sway. All right, and you can see Daigo putting up the shield, getting the crush on rocks. It's very important as well. I'm surprised he didn't V reversal there. Like, he really wanted the attempt. Oh, I remember the situation. So what happens here and why he doesn't, so he gets a crush here, which is good. And he doesn't expect to get the hit there. He wanted Kiske to stand up there. Hit or block, I think he was going to activate just to get plus frames and stack some more chip damage. Instead it whiffs. He doesn't get punished for it, but you can tell he's in a little bit of a rough situation where you break your capture. A little bit of a rough situation where he can't do exactly what he wants to do anymore. Right, like not V reversing there. Like, he really wanted to critical art, I feel. The EX flash is just wrong in this situation. Right, so Cody has the rock above you, you coming in. Daigo is sitting on full critical art here. Cody has 0 life. And so what happens here is, and the rock's above, right? The rock's coming down, right? We have a rock up here to worry about. Daigo does EX flash kick because he doesn't want to worry about the rock, and he thinks that Kiske is just going to like command grab or push a button, which is understandable. So Daigo does EX flash kick. Kiske, knowing Daigo, puts up his dukes, right? Blocking here. Right. And Daigo's like, okay, if he pushes button or tries to throw, EX flash wins. Right. You can't jump back, can't backdash to dodge any of this stuff because the rock will punish you. What I thought when I originally saw this was that Daigo was going to flash and then do forward, back, forward, forward, back, forward, because he's already charging down back, right? That's what I thought he was going to do. He's just going to flash kick into super and get the chip. Instead, he does big EX flash, which causes him to lose a bunch of life here and be in a much worse situation. Works out with a double KO. The baby boom covered him. Normally in that situation, if your opponent's not at 0, if Cody's not at 0 life, Cody wins the exchange and gets to keep pressuring you. Okay. Here, Daigo's initial game plan of throwing boots kind of gets run over. but he picks it back up here, doing a really good job of forcing Kiske to burn his meter to try to get something started, but just keeping the Sonic boom game up, right? Just making it really aggressive. Right, finding these opportunities for down jab boom. The best in the business at down jab booming and sweeping people, apparently. But you have to deal with Cody V-Trigger. And so Cody V-Trigger just gives Cody a bunch of interesting situations. The rock is always above you. And Daigo tries to chip out, but I think this is too far away, yeah. And it's going to cost him. It's a little bit of a rough situation where you want the W so much. And Daigo's walking into these EX fireballs right to the edge of them so that there's less plus frames for Kiske to work with. Right, if you walk backwards or you just stand still, they kind of get to lock you down into a position that they want that's better for them. But keeping it slow here, Daigo trying to build some space out of the corner, but these sways will cause him some trouble. I really like this this sway combos. One command grab, imperfect for the setup. Nice sec from Daigo. Right, if you hit the perfect sway, then you don't get the same setup. Good block on the cross up too. Ah, too far for the stand fierce, and that's gonna cost. Yeah, Daigo's not gonna find this opportunity to critical art. That sucks. So in this situation, how did I crop that? Oh God, please no. How do I? Oh God. That's going to be a blow up. There we go. This being here is the worst situation. Cody not being in hit stun anymore is the worst situation. Because even staying fierce, if it hit, you can sweep and get a knockdown. But Daigo was so far away. Like he was here. He did like the boom hit, push Cody back. The activation dash left Daigo here. And he can't hit him. Which means no critical art, which means no big comeback for Daigo, right? Like he's stuck here on this full meter trying to find a way to spend it. And he doesn't want to just throw sonic booms because V-Trigger is still left for Cody. It can be a little bit difficult. And the life deficit means that this way works too, but the trade on the jump, I don't think Daigo was expecting Kiske to jump at all, which is makes it a rough situation for him. So Kiske is going to go up 2-1. All right, so you see Daigo again, like hammering these fireballs, trying to take it home. And what really leverages after is how much space he can get when he's not throwing fireballs. But he's really locked down in the corner. But you see no fireball there. A lot of times he sits in a corner, down jab, fireball, build space. That time he just walks forward and toss. What you got to do sometimes. Getting rid of all the hits and getting the charge for the flash kick. Almost perfect charge for that flash kick. I think he had a couple frames to spare, so it wasn't super difficult, but definitely something. I don't agree with backing up against Cody V-Trigger. Like, you want to sweep these rocks. Especially when you have V-Trigger, you can activate on your own. Or forward roundhouse. Nice cancel. Alright, but Daigo's making it work somehow. Like, he's baiting out the rocks with these. He kept trying to juggle the rock. He keeps trying to bait out the rocks with the Sonic Cross. Down jab other side. Yo, and so the entire thing with the, and this is super important, the entire situation with all of the sonic orbs that sit right here that aren't really aggressive, they just kind of are a way, they're just a thought on the screen for the opponent. All of those led to this, and so now that he's in V-Trigger, he can throw EX Sonic Boom and punish Rock Toss, which wouldn't be enough to kill it. Usually it would do about that much damage, right? Like that much red damage. But because he's in V-Trigger, he can throw multiples, which all just hit Cody right in the face. So good on Daigo to recognize that situation. Or to set up that situation, rather. It didn't quite have time for the down charge. Trapped in the corner here, and this is really where Kiske can start doing stuff, but he didn't stand at the right spot for anti-airing in the corner. Right, he's too close, and so Daigo can just jump out, and without V-Skill 1, Cody can't hit on the other side of his body. Try to shimmy, nothing. Daigo can be so scary when he's pressuring like this, and you see that Kiske does the same thing back. Daigo got too close, and he just jumps out. And Daigo holding all this rock pressure. Activate to keep himself alive. Nice punish. I mean, Cody stuck with a pipe, so he can't swing any projectiles back, and he can't throw a rock anymore. So he just has this pipe, and he can't throw fireballs. When he has the pipe, he can't throw fireballs. So keeping Daigo kept the fireball pressure going because Kiske couldn't do anything about it. But the big jump normal allows him to get over it. And you see Daigo like sometimes throwing booms, sometimes not. Like it really allows Daigo to walk forward and challenge space. Right, like just seeing Daigo stop so much is enough for Kiske to immediately stop in his tracks as well, which is interesting to watch. Like if you're seeing them move back and forth, as soon as Daigo stops moving backwards, Kiske stops moving forward. Yeah, no fireballs until Kiske is too close to react to them. Once he's too close to react, Daigo will throw fireballs. It's a weird range that Daigo feels comfortable throwing fireballs. I don't think he wanted to be reversal there. Spent all of his meter, got the throw. So it's tied up 2-2 now. And you see Daigo just paying it real patient, knowing that he was throwing a lot of fireballs before and just really slowing it down until he can find his opportunity. Right, and this is the first time we really start seeing him upside down kicking. Ooh, gets him that time. And because of all the upside down kicks, he'd go for the throw this time, right? Kind of, you know, your classic mix-ups, right? Upside down kick, throw this time. He messed up his upside down kick. He got staying roundhouse that close. So what's interesting about this before that so the forward heavy kick is usually punishable, or at least minus, but because you can cancel the swing off of it, right? Because Cody can swing this big old pipe like right through here. Afterwards, Daigo just sits and waits it out. It's a really small thing, but finds his opportunity to down jab boom, or just boom. Right, and this activation allows him to build some meter, build some space. Oh, he walked so far. He took so much screen space from him here, but Daigo doesn't quite have the plan to close out. Got rid of the pipe. What's Kiske trying to do here? Just keep plus frames, and Daigo's just trying not to let him in. Who will prevail on this, right? Daigo's starting to fight back now. Finds the hit, yeah. Perfectly spaced bazooka knee. So Daigo recognized that he was getting pushed to the corner a whole lot, and that the life lead was kind of dwindling, and he needed to make that fight back. But he waited long enough that it was on his terms and not Kiske's. No confirm in the critical art there is a little surprising to me. Daigo likes to spend a lot of critical art, but he didn't feel confident in it there. Really just trying to catch Kiske challenging with fireballs. But this is going to be a big combo on activation. He gets to jump into setups. Ooh, Daigo tried to press thinking command grab was coming. Oh, there's the big crush. Alright. But Daigo just becoming like super fireball happy here. Alright, really controlling and forcing the space here. But V-trigger activation. Super good. Yeah, tried to get steal some frames with the Zonk, but all of these rock setups causing Daigo some issues. See, now I really like the space that Daigo's keeping here, punishing the rock tosses. But not afraid to bring a, man, double upside down kick here. So a double upside down kick here does. So after the first one, we'll go forward a couple of frames. So after the first one, Cody's here, right? Cody's a box here. And Guile's a box that standing or crouching, right? Nothing Cody does. Keep in mind that that upside down kick is +4, right? Nothing Cody does reaches far enough. Right? Most of his mediums go like this distance. His heavy punch goes up here. His crouch heavy punch goes a little bit further, but it's really slow. Right? Nothing really catches Guile over here. And Daigo knows this. So what does Daigo do? Upside down kicks again. So what's going to happen at that range, right? Upside down kick, upside down kick. That's how it goes. So that's him versus Kiske, which was super cool.